I was muted. Welcome in, everybody, to the South Park Phone Destroyer Weekly update for week number 9 after the reset. Welcome in. We are closing in at the end of the year, which means we might get some final balance changes until they probably take a couple weeks off for the holidays. But we have a lot of good games to go through this week, so we're going to jump right into those. But before we do that, we're going to just take a short glance at the last week's sorry, I'm getting the games pulled up right now. At the last week's bracket that we were in, Chef's Elite actually bracketed with Free-to-Play and Illuminati. And as you can see here, Free-to-Play actually got 49 runs. We had one person whose phone got busted and they couldn't play their runs and couldn't get people the creds. So unfortunately, we were one run down. We still would have been second by like 14 points or something like that, but it would have been much closer. And then Chef's Elites was actually with us in the same bracket, but they were only 48. So they got pulled in just like the Kenny crew does quite consistently. They're in our bracket with us. Empire Awakens is always 50, but Chef's Elites doing well. They would have beaten us, but we beat them by 1 point because they were down a run to us. So we had 2 46s, which kind of blew our score. But without those, we would have been 100 some points in the lead. So it's getting pretty exciting in the top 3. Especially if they start bracketing Chef's Elites with us no matter what. That would be very interesting, you know, even if they're trying to hide with 48. That would be good for us, because then they don't, you know, they're not just hiding. Because we've beaten them in average. This is the first week we actually didn't beat them in average, technically. Their average was higher than us, but we did beat them. But I think every other week we would have beaten them in average. But they weren't in our bracket. We thought, when we saw them in our bracket, we thought, oh shit, you know, they're going 50. Cool. Finally, after 4 years, we got, you know, 3 of the top teams going 50. And nope. Oh well, very strange. But let's get into it. Let's watch some games. Let's watch some games, boys. And girls, possibly. But we got Flustered Cuck representing Black Lotus for now. Superhero and Fantasy. Energy Staff was a good lead this week. Hermes lead or Paladin lead were kind of your go-to leads. Also, you could put Stan the Great in the corner, but I thought Stan the Great was important to keep for cows. So another good lead would have been Bar Brady behind your new kid. Classy potentially behind your new kid. Definitely not Grand Wizard, though, because Grand Wizard would just get removed. In my opinion, I don't think Grand Wizard was a card you should play at all until they misplayed the Unholy. The moment they Unholy your Bar Brady or your Classy or your Mecha, which are the other targets, that's when you can play Grand Wizard Carving. But we'll see. I really didn't think that the Castle was a good choice this week. One, you could get the glitch on it with the mind control glitch and end up with like 4 of them on your enemy side. Like, it can just get really crazy. But right now we're just slow playing. You know, we're killing his Stan the Great, which is good for us. Bar Brady's gonna do a little bit of damage to the Randy, which is good. We're just kind of slow playing. Here's where we play the Unholy on the Randy, and this is kind of where the game just turns around. In my opinion, he made a mistake there. That was a mistake to do that. He shouldn't have played. And now I'm just waiting because, like, I don't really want to support her, but I want to get the Randy killed, which we do get the Randy killed. We play the Paladin in the back as like a slow play kind of thing. If we get there you go. The shield does keep him alive a tiny bit, but he mind controls nothing. What does he mind control? Mind controls. Oh, he mind controls his Randy back because I used my ability just a little bit before his. Nice. Nice play, Glanz. Yeah, fart on him. Yeah, boy. Oh, you better stop that, Philip. There you go. All right, Mecha. Make something happen here. Ooh, Angel almost got me. We got our Angel. What was the alternative for Angel last week? Does anybody know? I know we have Angel on this account and we have Dar on this account, and those are the two we don't have on free-to-play whales. I think those are the only difference in our cards is Dark Angel, which was, can't remember what it was. Dark Angel versus Randy, was it? Yeah, Randy was good, very consistent. Oh, we didn't have Classy either. We had Terrence and Phillip. Terrence and Phillip were really important to deal with the cows. Angel is nice because she can heal from such a distance. I think Angel's a great card for Team Wars because, like I said, she can heal from such a distance. Very useful. Very, very useful. Baited Mecha for UC? Yep, Mecha's good. Robin Tweak. That's right. I didn't see any Robin Tweaks. Interesting card, though, for sure. All right. We're just watching the ones that were, like, decent games. I don't know who this guy is, but he seemed familiar. Was this Roman? Because he said nice outfit. And his name's like Ray My Pro for 3. I don't know who this is, but did that 8.8K give up? Dude, hell yeah. Is this X platform bug plaguing other teams as well still? What are you talking about? Which bug do you mean? The 200 error? So the goal is Terrence and Phillip on the lead cow, but since the lead cow's already died, you just split them up like this. Not a big deal to split them up because when you body block them like that, it actually helps you out a little bit. Cows were not the choice this week. There's just too much stuff that completely shit on the cows. Terrence and Phillip shit on the cows. Stan the Great makes him worthless. Grand Wizard Cartman could hit him with a blast. Classy really eats him up. I mean, it really just wasn't the choice this week. Just was not the choice. But he does have pretty good Randy target here. Or Randy. Well, this is going to be interesting. This might just be levels that might win it out for me. That was a bad mecha play there. I should have just kept. But I kind of wanted to just deal with the cocks. But the cock didn't die. That kind of sucked. But the Stan the Great comes out and makes a lot of value disappear here. Bar Brady actually damaged my own Stan the Great there, which kind of sucked. And I realized I kind of misplayed this, but because I didn't get the Bar Brady, I thought I could mind control the Bar Brady. So my Terrence and Phillip take the hit there from the Bar Brady, so that was kind of a mistake. But my Classy is coming very big threat. Oh no, but it works out. Now watch this. Watch this, dude. Oh wait, no, this wasn't the game. Watch this. Watch what happens here. I play Dar to get my mecha, but because of the Paladin that I just mind controlled, he instantly died to the Hermes. And apparently, I didn't know this, when you try to Dar a shielded target, it doesn't work. I had no idea. No idea. So I do this to get the mecha, and it fucking whiffs, and I'm like, oh no. I just lost. Oh no. But we gotta try to persevere. In my opinion, he blew it the moment he played cows here. Cows might get him the bar, but I just feel like it's a waste of energy. Honestly, what he probably did, he lost the moment he played staff right there. That was his problem. He shouldn't have been slow playing here. He should have been pushing into my fucking face. No, that's where he lost. I lied. Shouldn't have defended with that guy. Like, what the fuck was he thinking? What were you thinking, bro? What are you thinking? Travis tree. It's a Travis tree. This is good though for him. He's in a good shape. We're actually going to play the Angel. Why? Because we know that we can protect the Angel from the Hermes damage with the Stan the Great. So we don't have to spend the energy on the Terrence and Phillip. And we are good to go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the cows aren't going to sneak anything. Cows are terrible. Cows are terrible. And I say nice outfit on them. Okay, now we got this game. All right, here's a good one. Baba Yaga from Cripple Fight. We know this guy. Yeah, Grand Wizard. Just don't use Grand Wizard Cartman ever, until you see the Unholy on somebody else. Don't use it. So Stan the Great in the corner, like I was saying earlier, not bad. Mecha lead, always pretty good. But I kind of wanted to slow play the mecha a bit because I didn't want him to just be able to, remove my mecha and get value from it. So a good Terrence and Phillip counter was the Bar Brady because obviously it gets them damaged afterwards, even after Bar Brady dies. But we didn't need that. We get the cocks out right before or right after the Stan, so they don't get that debuff. So this is good shape. Now we don't have our Unholy yet, which is unfortunate. We had Unholy right here. That could have been a bar. But we got to just slow play and just snipe the Grand Wizard a little bit later. I mean, this is the type of game a lesser player could definitely lose. If my shit's buried, I can't get the Grand Wizard. All right, we pull it off. That was kind of a bad play, though. If he would have played a card there, I could have sniped it wrong. You play Stan on the top side. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, we didn't get the stop. We didn't get the stop. Barbrady, though, dying on my side. Hermes killing him. Oh, we're in good shape. Barbrady not blown up because he died while he was under my control. Hermes getting a good hit on Philip. All right, this is getting close. We're going to Terrence and Philip. No, we're going to Barbrady because it protects, even though it's not going to be a lot of damage. But, oh, no, we don't get it off in time. That was sketch. That was sketch, but does lower the damage a little bit. You'll see here, though, the Barbrady. We played the Paladin to keep them within the range of the Barbrady, just to make sure they didn't get out of the way. So we're in good shape now. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I feel like this guy's going to misplay a Grand Wizard Cartman into an Unholy again, now that we'll actually have it. Oh, we were waiting for it. It looked like a big fat boy. This is honestly, that was a good play by him. We got to play our drone to defend. Can't try to support the Timmy there or else we would have lost. It's a good play on him playing the Timmy, so we're just slow playing it here. Could be trouble. We got to really try to focus on keeping his mind control away from being able to kill one of my units, or to mind control one of my units and then attack my new kid, because it could be one hit, right, and down. So I can't let him get Randy. But the good thing is, if he does get Randy, he would attack the drone right now. So he'd retarget and attack the drone. So he thought I would attack new kid, but I knew that he would attack the drone because I'm not a noob. So now the Stan the Great is going to bring us home here, and it's going to really allow us to kick the shit out of this guy. Paladin on the bottom side can be very deadly. Hermes on the top side. Paladin coming through, but everything's going to be low damage. Nothing's going to stop the Hermes. Oh, no, his Hermes did. I might have waited on that, but it works pretty well here because our Barbrady is just going to get in on his new kid. That's all we're trying to do here. Play the Terrence and Philip to protect our little Mr. Oh, there we go. This is good. This is good. Terrence and Philip protecting. Barbrady getting close enough. 245. Is it enough? Oh, shit. Barbrady. All right, we got Monkey from Szechuan Sauce catching all sorts of good players this time. Yeah, cows were terrible. Cows were a bad choice. All right, good backstep there. I don't understand why people do that, because if you miss it, my Paladin streaks. Instead of just missing it, you like my card's butt naked on yours. Don't get it. But this should be still one hit on new kid. Nicely done. That is an instant benefit for me. He was indecisive on whether or not he needed to play the Stan the Great. He's got the level 7. He's actually got levels on us here. We only have the level 6. But we'll play the drone because it does not get mind controlled here. We got to play the Cox out so that the mecha can't get mind controlled. So this worked out really well here. We get our Barbrady out here. We're in good shape. We're going to get this on it just so that everything else, those two little cocks, can get some damage on the mecha. Our Barbrady coming back actually helps us. Might potentially save our Randy. No, not quick enough. But this is working out pretty well for me. I feel like I'm in pretty good position here. And once again, somebody makes a mistake and plays the Grand Wizard. That's why you just got to slow play. You got to always play. That's why I'm playing really slow, because you have to have the energy for the Unholy right away. So this is good here. I'm not nobody's attacking him though, so no damage is going to get taken here. And I play the Philip and Terrence on the top side, hoping maybe they'll get out of the damage in time, but they don't. The Classy beats up the mecha real quick. Not bad. This Classy could be trouble though. So we're going to play. All right, we're doing this. We're going to try to protect the mecha a little bit here. We think we're going to be able to do it because of the Stan actually removes the Classy. Nicely done. We left the mecha. We didn't need to use the mecha, which is going to let us get the Philip. Terrence on the new kid. Monkey going down. Terrence and Philip headed towards New Kid. He's got to play something against me. Drone, I'm thinking, is a good one. I don't want to be able to remove what I played. So drone was a nice target, because even if you unholied it, not a big deal, right? So drone was a great bait target. Also, you know, preventing the value from the mecha. Drone was pretty good. Drone was pretty good. I don't know what these people think what they're gonna do with Grand Wizard. They're just like, oh, he just played staff. He's not gonna have enough energy. Nobody plays staff unless they have 10 fucking energy, bro. What are you talking about? Fuck. It's just terrible. Makes me sad. See, now you play Grand Wizard. Like, immediately that's when you play it. All right. Wait, hold on. I want to watch that one last because that one's insane. All right, we got Hatsoi from Parademia. Hatsu. All right, we got Barbrady first. Interesting, but we know what we're doing. New Kid takes care of that one. Whoops. Fuck your Cyborg. Cyborg sucks. All right, Barbrady versus Terrence and Phillip, level 6. Going to go down real quick. This is just level advantage here. That Barbrady is going to go down quick, but going to deal with the Terrence and Phillip. New Kid perfectly spread it out. That damage is going to be good. Stan's going to prevent him from doing any damage before they get blown up, but that Barbrady is close enough on New Kid already. So Barbrady going to be doing 200 some damage, 300 some damage, huge damage onto the New Kid, and there's no way that he can prevent this unless he perfectly gets the mind control on him. But at this point, I'm getting so deep behind him that even if, oh, that's just beautiful. I need to play a card because I'm losing staff there, but I wanted to see how much damage he was gonna do. All right, so I play Stan the Great immediately, so that I can get the ability off, because I can get the ability before the cows even start really attacking me. So you get the ability off, makes them basically worthless. I actually made sure to get it on the Paladin too, and it ends up working out perfectly for me. That's just a perfect example about how cows really suck dick. Especially when you have stuff that can deal with them, right? Like if there's a week where there's really nothing that can deal with the cows, I'll say let's go cows all day long. But in this case, there just wasn't. There's Terrence and Phillip eat them up. Even the assassins, if you play it right, eat them up. Stan the Great alone, I could have used Stan the Great's ability there, but I was trying to beat up that robot. So this is an example. He just played. Why didn't I want to do Grand Wizard there? I don't know. But he just played. Oh, that's why I didn't want him to mind control the Grand Wizard and use it on my New Kid. Smart Glanzer. Smart Glanzer. Could have punished him with the Grand Wizard, but, you know, maybe he was expecting that. Then he was going to Cyborg it. But Phillip going to come through. Angel going to get a nice heal. Like, Angel's heals are just brutal. So now we play the Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard's ability is going to really slow this down. We're not worried about that one. Ooh, but the Robin comes through. Interesting. We got to play the Hermes to stop it. He could have snuck 3 bars here. Oh, he snuck one by a removal, but then Barbrady takes him down. Now we got our friend Blizzard Walker from Empire Awakens. This one is actually a bracket. They're in our bracket. I also used to hang out with some of the Empire Awakens guys playing Heroic. Paladin was a decent start. I like Paladin first, because then if like he plays poorly, you could play Hermes, get the shield, and then really shit on him. But the way he played here, and basically my hand not having the staff, I wanted to slow play a little bit here. This shouldn't be a problem. Stan the Great, like I was saying, you get Stan the Great out. You get the Hermes at the right time. Mind control for a little bit of help as well. And that works out really well. And then Terrence and Phillip can help. See, the Hermes didn't even take any damage. So if you play it right, you don't have to worry about the Stampede damage. So he's got 2 coming at us. A little bit worrisome, but the Hermes did good damage there. We want to wait for the Stan until Classy gets her ability. And then we want to get rid of it, because now she doesn't get the boost. This is why we didn't pick Classy on free-to-play whales, because Classy gets shit on if you know how to play Stan the Great right. So if you didn't know, Stan the Great removes attack buffs. So once the classy gets her buff, you use that, and for the next 6 or 7 seconds, however long, she does not have anything. She's worthless. So you saw that right there, that 5 energy for him from the classy was borderline worthless. And the Stan the Great is not going to stop us. The Paladin beautifully stopping back, doubling back, and be like, I got you, Barbrady. Move your fat ass. And Barbrady, once he's on New Kid, oh, but he thinks he's going to sneak it. He doesn't even get any close. Look at that. Terrence and Phillip, just eat him up. Eat him up. What a dick. All right, now we got Shinigami from 6 Samurais. This one, get ready for your britches, boys. Hold on to your britches. Y'all are about to get fucking pissed. Who's ready? Are you ready to get pissed off? You're going to feel the rage flowing through me when this happens here. This game is a travesty. This game is a travestry. This fucking guy plays like a goddamn silver tier player, loses a bar and all the next bar, and loses fucking, I mean, just the worst play that you can do. And then guess what happens? What happens, boys? What happens? What happens? Guess. You got about 20 seconds to figure it out. Well, Mecha double shots. That's a little bit of a precursor. 1, the tower is a bad fucking card. But look at this. What is Barbrady doing? Pushing in. Now Mecha's in better position. What's happening there? Mecha's in fantastic position now. Barbrady pushing back the Mecha. What is going on here? But Barbrady's explosion gonna kill the Mecha? Yes. So something's going on here. Something's going on here. It's getting sketch. I mean, look like damage is normal here. Looks like we're good. We played the Angel to heal these boys. Gotta be careful, though, so we don't heal some cocks. But what? Wait. Where'd the Terrence and Phillip come from? Where'd my Terrence and Phillip go? Where's my heal? Where's my cocks? Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. His ability, Stan the Great, slowly used it there. He pooped on the floor. I don't know what's going on here. Do I have the Stan the Great ability or don't I? Mecha removed. Paladin, unfucking killable. Stan the Great's ability must have gone off because nobody can kill Paladin. Paladin, he removed my mecha, so we know that the Grand Wizard is just going to be a fat stack of health in front of my new kid. We don't know what's going on here. Stan the Great's still alive. Still alive. We don't want to use Grand Wizard because we don't want to push her out of it. The tower's coming out. We don't know what to do now. The staff, I mean, we don't want to slow play. We don't want to fast play. What do we want to do? We got to get the staff out after Hermes. But now, are we just hitting him with our Grand Wizard a billion times? Or what's happening here? Is he gonna take damage? My fucking Barbrady and Hermes were dancing, and now he gets a Paladin on the top side. It's like he knows. It's like he knows I'm fucky because he's playing like bullshit Paladin on the top side. Think I'm not gonna have energy for it, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have any health. I don't know, man. But this game's gonna light you up. This game's gonna light you up. All right, we're gonna commentate the shit out of this. Cyborg coming through. I mean, Cyborg not terrible. Like a lead like that, it could make some people misplay. I bet you could catch some people off guard with that. You know, maybe catch a win. But overall, your deck is very much worse with Cyborg, especially in a situation where Mecha's an option and you can just like mind control your Cyborg and then the enemy mind controls. Like, it just doesn't work out very well. So now we got to get something on the Barbrady to keep him away from our new kid. We want him to go sideways here. So we're going to use that right away. Oh, and we played our Grand Wizard and he gets removed. We didn't think. This is one of my early games or something. I don't know. But he does take the bar even with the Grand Wizard Cartman hitting him. Stand the Great, too good. I don't know why we used that ability right there, but he wasn't hitting anybody, so. See, now this is where I feel like he goes wrong every time, is when he plays this dumb card. So if it would have hit my Randy, that would have been much better. But as it stands, I try to get the Mecha Mind Control on it, but because everything's hitting it, it dies too quick. Blew it. Blew the chance. Blew the chance. But the level 4 just not very good. He doesn't mind control. I don't know what happens there. What happened there? I think what happened was, so when I played, wait, this doesn't really make sense. When I played my, he has to be at max range right now, right? So when I played my Cox, Randy gets pushed back ever so slightly. Right when I would have gotten mind controlled? No, because Mecha Mind Control's at the top of it. I don't know. His Mind Control just didn't go off. I don't know if he doesn't have it anymore or what. Okay, so he does have it. So it just didn't go off. It must have been that Randy got pushed back slightly. Level 4. I mean, this is pretty good for him. We were kind of out of pocket for this, but all of them almost died by the time we even got there. So I maybe didn't even need the Hermes. I should have mind controlled right here. Dude, I don't know why I didn't hit mind control right there. I would have won the game right there. For some reason, I was thinking I don't want to mind control the Cyborg because it's going to just push it backwards. I mean, that was a terrible Unholy. Terrible Unholy. But we got to take him out. We got to take him out. Our Angel dying there kind of sucked. Like, that was unfortunate. Now, really, I shouldn't have played the Terrence and Phillip there. I should have played the Grand Wizard. Because he had played... Oh, now we're just going for the bar. We're desperate. Desperation. Because we should have played... Ooh, the Paladin coming through perfectly, though. Can we get the bar? Paladin get a sneak through. Oh, we got a chance. We got a chance. It's even Stevens. Oh, and it comes out perfectly. Well done. Well timed. Can we get it out in time? Yes, it doesn't go against our Mecha. So Mecha's going to keep doing damage. Barbrady comes in. No, Barbrady comes in right when the cows come out. The cows come home to play. We got to get the Hermes out. We got to get the Hermes out. It's got to be quicker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. No. We're safe. 4 damage. Oh, boy. Terrence and Phillip coming through, protecting. He's an Unholy away from taking us out. We got to run for it, but we got his Unholy. We can't hit New Kid and him at the same time. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're so close. Barbrady getting there. Barbrady getting next to New Kid. We're trying to save the energy. Keep the energy alive. Use that to shield the Barbrady. Barbrady, you got to die. You have to die, buddy. Oh, no. Barbrady getting to New Kid. No, Barbrady not getting on to New Kid. Not getting damaged enough, quick enough. Barbrady, you got to die, homie. Oh, no. 277 isn't going to be enough. No. You got to cycle, bro. You got to cycle. No. Okay, I don't get it. How did he not have Unholy? How did he not have Unholy? 4 health to 11 health right now. I know you guys can barely see the health bar. 4 health to 11. If I could have just... if I could have... Where was that Grand Wizard play? Where was the Grand Wizard play? Earlier? Was it right there? Oh, if I had the energy right away. If I had the energy right away, I bet I could have done it. Oh, I didn't want to chance it, though, and whiff it, because that would have been game over. Fuck. Had a chance. Well, we got the draw. We went 3-0 on that account, so. Fun, though. Now, if you want to see all the matches, there was probably like 4 or 5 of them that we didn't show.
Are you sure about that?
Whoa, rude. You'll have to check out my YouTube. We'll have them up tonight. Usually I have them up like lunch period, but I didn't have time today.
No, God!
No! God, please, no! No!
That was better than Monday Night Football right now, yeah.
No!
This guy should have gave up the bar and reset. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he shouldn't have played the cows the way he did.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Can you be my simp slave, please? I mean, thank you, please. Thank you, please. Please and thank you. He played well, this Grand Wizard Cartman. I mean, I fucked that up because, like, I was removing bad shit because I was just trying to get the bar. Like, I was playing poorly because I had to, like, play really offensively. Like, both offensively, meaning aggressively, and offensively, like, it offends me offensively, you know? But overall, great. So usually the games take us 45 minutes. That's only 30 minutes, so that's perfect. So we're going to roll right into the deck for next week. We're going to open that up. It's a little small today, folks. So this week we have a combination of superhero mystic, which is a combo most people should be fairly familiar with, considering Pope Callgirl was a thing at one point in time. We will start today, though, looking at the top corner. Dougie versus Disarray. Well, let's look real quick. Do we have any sort of removal? No removal. We got the Chomper, though. Lava, Powerbind. Okay, important to note the Powerbind. Okay, let's start with the Dougies. I'm looking at the Dougies to begin. Disarray, very fucking good. Just ridiculously good. If you know how to play Disarray and you truly use him to value, it can be incredible value. And in the situation where he just gets chompered, you still have a lava out there, right? So forces 2 costs for your enemy, plus 2 costs. The lava gets out there. It's a 2 cost lava and takes 2 energy from your opponent. Not a terrible trade. So your goal there is for the Disarray to get on the range cards, which is going to be basically these two. Your goal is if they play Medusa behind your new kid, you get Medusa attacking a tank, you play Disarray on the Medusa. That Medusa's dead. Same with Callgirl. Callgirl dies a little quicker, but has a better chance of killing Dougie. Chomper will kind of be your Dougie counter. You're going to want to get the Chomper onto the Dougie. Chomper does kill Dougie, but you got to be careful because the kite could be shielding the Dougie. So if the chance that the kite's going to get out there, and if the kite is in range and they throw a Dougie at you, you got to figure something else out. You got to reset you got to give them the bar, reset, let your new kid kill everybody, do something, but don't play Chomper into a shielded kite, or don't play Chomper into a kite shielded Dougie, please. Don't do that to me. It'll embarrass me. Chomper take out lava too? No, it does not. It does not. It goes on top of lava and slides off of it. So one important thing to note is when you're playing it to try to get the Disarray, you got to play it in front of the lava so you know it's going to be the right distance. Tupperware versus Poseidon. I like the Poseidon. His slow can just be really impactful. Slows Mackie down, Cupid down, the assassins down, potentially Medusa down, which is really impactful. And Poseidon actually slows New Kid. So if you have something, almost dead heading at it and you could, slow with Poseidon, helps a little bit. And Tupperware, don't really think there's any real reason. He avoids the lava and the slow, the freeze. But Tupperware just not really good enough. I think Poseidon's shown that level 7 Poseidon can really do well in Team Wars. Powerbind for sure. You need the Powerbind for like the kite combo. Potentially Witch Doctor. Chomper, like I said, is for the Dougie, but in an instance where you might need it, it could be for the Witch Doctor. You could use it to kill the Callgirl from the back line. Just options that you might have, but I would say saving it for the Dougie is the best option. But if you deal with the Dougie, like if you got a lower level Dougie, you deal with it with your Choir Boy or something like that, or maybe you get it with the Chaos, then you got the Chomper open to do something else. Superhero stuff needs more counters. Yeah. Well, yeah, there needs to be stuff that can remove traps and stuff outside of superheroes. Like I feel like Adventure would be a perfect place to put like a trap remover kind of. Like spell. They don't really do spells though. All right. Powerbind is for sure. Maxi is for sure. Mimsy is just dog shit. Even against level 14 Duke Kid. Too easy, just body block him. Pope, it's too hard to play Pope in Team Wars because most likely you're gonna pull Chaos, you're gonna pull Cupid, you're gonna pull Friar, you're gonna pull Poseidon. You're just not gonna, it's not gonna get value. So Kite's gonna get value. Your goal is to bait out the power bind from something else. Witch Doctor's a good power bind bait. Poseidon potentially could bait it. Doubt it. Santa himself could bait it. Doubt it. But and then Kite's shield will be ready for you. If you run Prophet Dougie, Kite shielding him on the way there might be the only way to make him work. Chaos, I think, is the choice here just because his freeze can just completely win a push. You know, if you get mid and something's about to kill something and you kill that thing with the stun and then, you know, that thing doesn't get targeted, you know, we're talking about saving a Medusa or something like that, that can win games. And potentially just like, you know, quick kill their assassins or stop the Dougie, you know. Choir Boy isn't necessarily guaranteed to stop the Dougie based on the levels because a lot of what stops the new kid or stops the Dougie in ladder games is the new kid damage, and you can't trust that at all in Team Wars. Level 14 new kid sucks. This slot, I would say, is probably my most contended one where I'm not sure. Because Cupid's a murderer, and if you can get Cupid placed right and you get him on the kite, that could be really important. But Alt Human Kite gets the Human Kite shield because it's ground units only. So that's something to be said. It's also he's also a really good lead card, Alt Human Kite. You can, you know, slow play backwards. And he's quite beefy. So interesting there. But I would say Cupid's just like, Cupid can put pressure on bars. Cupid can deal with pushes. Cupid's a good card. So I think Cupid's the choice overall. Then we have Friar versus Super Craig. This one's kind of just depending on like you and your team kind of. The Super Craig, you know, the AoE could be nice. You know, while you're hitting a tank, you could maybe hit Chaos or Choir Boy or something like that. Not terrible. But I would say with the Kite Shield, with the Maxi heal, with Santa potentially, you know, getting the kite multiple times, with the Poseidon slowing down the damage, I think the extra heal that you're going to get from the Friar could be pretty impactful. And he's not a bad, after they recently changed, not recently, but the most recent change to him, he's not a bad unit. You know, he's got decent amount of health. He can be pretty tanky, and his heal's fairly decent. It's like 10 something per second. So I think Friar's the choice just because I think it pairs with more stuff on the deck or in the deck versus Poseidon. It's kind of like if there's like rats or something like that, or not Poseidon, Super Craig. If there's like rats or something like that, you know, maybe you could convince me that it's worth it, but I don't think there's enough that really Super Craig could get benefited from. And now here's kind of where Witch Doctor is the choice versus Changeling. You know, unless you're gold or bronze or silver, Changeling just won't be leveled up high enough to be able to deal with anything. But the choice really is in these three here. In my opinion, there being Chomper means you can't run Prophet Dougie because Prophet Dougie is just instant 2 energy loss from the Chomper. But Disarray, even if you get chompered, still gets the lava out there, which could, you know, kill Call Girl or something like that. And could potentially still take a bar if he gets, you know, in the back without damage. If the enemy uses Hallelujah at some point, you know there's no real threat to your Disarray. If you play it right, you know, you wait till they're attacking your Coon or whatever, your Santa, whatever, and then you throw the Dougie in there. Maybe Dougie even gets shielded by the kite. I think Disarray just has so much value that Disarray's the obvious choice. And since Disarray's the obvious choice, that means that's the obvious choice. To me, it means that Call Girl can't be the choice. Because running Call Girl with Disarray is a real potential problem. And so instead of, your options are Call Girl, Coon, Kite, Prophet Dougie. Well, obviously Kite's no matter what. And then you try to bait the power bind on the Witch Doctor, right? Or you run Medusa, Santa, Kite, and then General Disarray. That's, in my opinion, the 2 decks that you're going to have. And then this slot may be different depending on the person. This slot may be different, but I think everything else should be Chomper, should be Powerbind, should be Poseidon, should be Maxi. This one, tough, but most likely would be Cupid because more people have Cupid leveled. And then Fryer versus Super Craig, not super impactful, I don't think. I think both of them will be very valuable. So I don't really think that one matters at all. But then it's just, which one do you play? Just play Call Girl. She can pull General Disarray. Boom. You got your goddamn SPPD god. Yeah. Yeah, Fryer can be useful. Definitely. Does he heal New Kid still? I can't remember. But yeah, even just New Kid heal a little bit can help you. You keep him by... I mean, Maxi heal and New Kid can really be impactful. You want to try to get Maxi. And there's no removal, right? So if your New Kid has taken damage, use Maxi on defense if they have a tank. Like if they have Coon at your doorstep, use Maxi if you have damage. If you don't have damage, maybe use your Coon. Maybe use your Santa. I don't really know exactly which one's best. I personally would prefer the Santa Kite General Disarray Medusa combo. I'd prefer to make a more consistent push than to hope that the Call Girl cycle lands right, because if it doesn't work right and you have Coon in your early hand and Call Girl is your 12th card and you have to cycle all the way through your deck before you can play Call Girl onto Coon, and maybe you're forced to play Coon, which means you can't get Call Girl value, all the while Medusa's untargetable, unkillable unless you get him with the Disarray, which I think you can, if you're a good player, you can stop the Disarray with the Chomper. Or, I mean, Chaos or Choir Boy would really be the option. You know, Cupid, if you play it right, can stop the Disarray as well. But the goal is to like get the Medusa off of the lava, or the Call Girl off of it. So maybe you have to play something like an assassin and push him out of the way or something. But yeah, this deck will be pretty straightforward. As far as strategy goes, it'll just be, there's no removal, so it's just be, you know, counter pushing your tanks. Like, you don't want to play your tanks before their tanks. You want to play your tank on defense on your side of the field in front of their tank. You don't want to ever play your tank before they play their tank. So you want to lead with, I mean, Cupid lead would be all right. Alt-Human Kite would be okay. Poseidon in the corner would be okay. Witch Doctor just behind New Kid isn't terrible. Medusa behind New Kid's not terrible. Santa behind New Kid is like, Santa in the tanks is not what you want to do. You don't want to lead Call Girl Coon. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure it's on your side so that you can potentially get the kite value. And even if you just get the kite out there and power binded, you can still build a really good push, because you don't have to worry about, like, if that happens, then you can just stack on that push. They're 2 energy down, and you don't necessarily need the shield. So it just kind of depends on what they've played. You know, if they still have their tanks, you don't want to do that. But if you just beat their Maxi and Coon at your doorstep, push into their fucking faces, you know. Push in. Push in. All right, we have one last segment. I feel like this one's going to go pretty quickly because there's not a whole lot of stuff going on as far as the weekly update goes. But we'll pull it up either way. I would say one good thing is happening, in my opinion. Oh, hold on, I got it. Put full screen. Is they're doing the daily missions on Wednesday, Thursday, which I think is great because those daily ones, the points are always like stupid low, and you can get them in like 2 PvP packs, and it's a nice thing because it's like, it's just materials and shit. So I only need to play those. I do not care about that on the main account, on Blue Bucket, even on DNG. I only want to play those on Moody. Well, Moody really. Well, you know, DNG can use some stuff, but Moody is the biggest thing because Moody is the only one that really doesn't have materials just stockpiled for days. So it's kind of nice to have that focus. But Team Wars and everything going on. At first, Team Wars wasn't there, but they turned it on eventually. It was only a few hours behind. Then we have Visitors on the weekend. Always good to get Visitors, so I'd say play that. And then the chaos mode is tournament mode. So new kid is 16 or new kid's 19. Special levels are 6, 5, 4, 3. Usually that just means either goth kids or like a Nicole deck or something like that. That shit's really, really brutal at friendly levels. Not much else. The cards for the weekend look pretty fun. We could build a really nice Infiltrator Kevin deck. I love running Infiltrator when you can. It's a lot of fun. So we'll probably have some fun with some different probably fantasy superhero or something, since Midberry Crunch is an option. And then the balance changes, if you didn't know, we won't talk about them too much here because we've gone through them on the last update. If you want to check that out, just go to my past videos. But Mimsy getting a speed boost. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Dog Poo getting a DPS decrease overall, but increasing his attack, but decreasing his attack speed. So he'll attack bigger but slower. So his overall DPS goes down slightly though, and that's because Dog Poo just murders lower ranks. Scout Ike is getting changed. His attack is going down a lot. And time between attack is going down, so he's getting faster. He's gonna attack quicker. His DPS goes down and his health goes down, so he won't be quite as good of a target in general. But I would say that one thing that this lets you do is, if enemy gets a Zen out of pocket, you can play Scout on the Zen. It'll take him much longer to kill the Zen, which means you could get much more energy. So I like the idea of this. It still makes him, kind of in line with probably the monkey more now is where he probably sits, which is probably where he should be. But now he has the potential to really get that value from the extra energy, so could be potentially still a good card. And then Toolshed just getting his attack decreased. The idea is that, his trap should be what gives him the value. I don't think I necessarily agree with this. I will say though, like, Toolshed duels the shit out of other fighters. But I don't think he's necessarily, he'll be real bad up top now. He'll be probably more balanced lower, but it's just kind of unfortunate that they can't like scale it where like, higher ranks aren't impacted or impacted differently than lower ranks. Cause like when you just look at SPPD replay and you see how different the decks are, when you go from the top ranks to the middle, lower and lower, like they just kind of start changing. And part of that is like what cards you have level, what cards you have available, but mostly it's just those cards are just really good at that lower level. Don't like the Toolshed nerf at all. Yeah, Toolshed seems good. I mean, I will say, like, if you play Toolshed level 5 versus level 4 Sizzler, and Sizzler doesn't stun Toolshed, like they just like meet, and Sizzler doesn't have full stacks, Toolshed beats Sizzler, which is good. But like it's just like he duels incredibly well. So I kind of get that. I kind of get the idea, but in my opinion, I would say lower his health. Make him kind of a glass cannon, considering he can like, stun people. All right, Battle Pass 27 is coming. They're doing something a little different in the holiday season. It's not going to be particularly focused on one card. It's going to be just generalized. I don't mind that at all. That means that kind of sets it up. I won't like it if they do that forever, for every single one going forward. A lot of other games have something like that where it's just like the same, like Heroic. It's the same exact thing every time. You get these rewards here, these rewards here. And it's kind of like, the Battle Pass here has a structure. It's always the same sort of rewards in the certain places. But I like that they mix it up. Like sometimes you get a guaranteed legendary, sometimes you get guaranteed epic, sometimes you get pulls, sometimes you get it. Because then it like gives me a reason, like maybe I play 5 different games like this. Maybe I can't play all of them every month. Maybe I can only play 2. And I look at the thing and I was like, you know what? I'm not playing South Park this month. I don't care about the battle pass. I'll play it a little bit, whatever, but I won't like finish the battle passes because it just won't be, I don't have enough time to do it. And if you kind of know what you can and can't get, it makes you be able to choose that easier. So I don't hate that. They rolled out a small update. I think it's to fix, you can't friendly fight on Android and iOS. But no big deal. All right, so what happened to this Team War? Oh, yeah, Team Wars wasn't up, blah, blah, blah. Small update ruined my gaming experience. Not sure what that means. Big old elephant in the room that everyone is addressed. What's the deal with this week's Team Wars? They got it figured out, so who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's just like, there's no Team Wars. Can we expect a fix for Thunderbird and Kyle Wendy Shield in the future? What's the fix? What is he talking about? I wish he'd explain what he's talking about. Like, obviously Thunderbird sometimes just doesn't work. I don't know what Kyle Wendy Shield is. Does he mean like the interaction between the shields? That's just how the game works. That's not a bug. You know, you gotta fucking play better, dummy. You think you could just poorly time your shields and they stack on top of each other? Get out of here, you fucking noob. Excuse me, sir, but the big old elephant room, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? You explain that Nelly ruins the game experience. Nelly? Nelly? What? I don't know what he's talking about. Now you cannot reset a charge SOM for months now. When that bug will be fixed. I saw that happen earlier. I don't know what they're talking about. Alright, Team Wars was fixed. Can we please stop the chaos with friendly levels? It's boring and generic. Surely someone can think of anything else. This is actually cool to add shorts. I sort of agree. I don't really play challenge mode in general, but I sort of agree. It shouldn't be like, if you want to do a tournament mode, do like make a different event mode for the weekends that you can do instead of like, you know, token events or whatever, card events, that you could do like a tournament mode on the weekend, and you could just make it like you get points for winning. You get one point for playing a tournament match. You get 5, and the tournament match is just a different matchmaking queue, kind of like challenge mode. And tournament mode is exactly what they said, you know, level 19 new kid, 6543. And, you know, 1 point for a win, or 1 point for a loss, 3 points for a win, 2 for a draw. And you just get points like that. And then you play until you get the event finished or whatever. And then when you're done with the event, you just stop playing it, you know? Or you could keep playing it and get rewards or something like that, because then maybe that keeps it, you know, keeps people playing it or something like that. But I don't know. Will the Battle Pass be cheaper, seeing as we're getting less tiers this month? What? We're getting less tiers? Did she say something about less tiers? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't see anything. I can't read. Doesn't mean we'll get less tiers. There's just more going to be open up right away. It's still going to be 30 some. Or 35. I'm not going to change that. Now you cannot reset a charge. Oh, I read that. I have a suggestion for chaos mode. Just do randomly generated decks. Yeah, that'd be terrible. It'd be terrible. I would also like to add to this question a request for outfits to be replaced in the Battle Pass. I know a lot of people could not care less about them. However, it is the only reason I ever buy it. Yeah, there should be exclusive. They really missed the boat there. Like, exclusive Battle Pass things are a surefire way to get people who don't buy it to buy it. The little update you did on iOS did not completely screw, but no practice with TVT if the person you want. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Please add more soapboxes. I agree. There's not enough. Or a way to obtain ones you missed. Yeah, like a legacy shop would be cool. Including like outfits and stuff that have been, you know, in events from a long time ago. I was so excited for the Henrietta Battle Pass as I hoped I could get the Goth box. But nope, no soapbox. Yeah, that's true. You could put them in there. Please make way for you to earn past event soapboxes. Like, for example, I was so sure that member bearers would get a new soapbox. Yeah, true. Add present boxes to Battle Pass. It's Christmas. Well, we do have one, but... That's true though, like stuff. I have like a present box. I have a pumpkin head. We didn't have the pumpkin head this year. I have a pumpkin head though. I should put the pumpkin head on one of my accounts. No, I think I only have it on one account. No, I think I bought it on DNG on accident. But I might have it. Nelly should be 6 cost. Members Barry should be shut the fuck up. Tucker Jobs is an experienced player and he knows what he's talking about. He may be a lag switcher and a bastard, but he plays well sometimes when he's sober. Superheroes become unplayable lately because the cards cost so much. What? You guys are just trolling. Member berries, worst card they've ever added. I would say original Santa or original Satan a little worse. Well, no. What do you guys think is worse? The fact that anybody can play member berries because it was part of a battle pass and you can play it at level 1, or Satan being the strongest legendary that's ever existed at release, but you could only the only way you could get it playable was to spend like $800 or something like that. Although early level 3 Satan was still very playable. Satan was worse. I'm inclined to agree because I think it's worse when only a few people can play it. When it's clearly the strongest thing and then it's clearly also pay to win. Like in this instance, is member berries the single worst thing they've ever done to the game? Absolutely, without a doubt. I think it's way worse than Pope Call Girl shenanigans because that at least had some semblance of a counter. You could snipe the Pope, you know? You could cock magic the push. You could do something to those pushes. You cannot stop a well-played member berry from dropping units on your head. And then every fucking time, you saw it earlier in the stream, every fucking time that I do get to the member berries and it only does spawn one fucking person, it's member berries every time. And then they play chaos right after. So it's just like lucky as fuck that it pulls in the mint bear or the man bear pig. But it does it every time. I swear, every time I hit just one member berry, it's man bear pig every time. But I would say like it's kind of better because like anybody can do it. Like it's broken as fuck, but anybody can play it. So not as broken. Satan's a soul crusher. Yeah, you still have an outside shot of winning after, you know, member berries. Same idea, you know, you just cock magic them maybe, but no, I agree. I agree. OG Satan was ridiculous. Like, it was, especially back then, because back then we didn't have level 5 legends, most of us. You know, most of us had level 4. A lot of us had level 3. We didn't have level 7 rares. We didn't have level 7 commons. We didn't have level 6 or 5 epics even spread. Back then, we were way less leveled. Most of us weren't even level 25 new kit, I think, at that point. And it's just a problem. Just a problem. Yeah, we had 3, 4, 5s, exactly. Depending on who you were. I mean, obviously there were people who had, like, they bought Satan to level 5, so obviously they had, you know, bought the other cards pretty far along as well. But that was just the whales. Like, nowadays, free-to-play players can have level 4 legends, like lots of them. If you look at Moody's been roughly free-to-play, like some packs here and there, maybe some challenge modes. I don't know what's really been dumped on it, but like maybe 50, like maybe from $50 of cash, maybe like 4 times ever. Like I really don't play that account enough to run through stuff. And now I only buy cash when they do those 25% off packs, so it, you know, it lasts quite a while. But yeah, it was tough. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that was just like fucked up, broken right away? I mean, Jimbo right away was pretty strong, but at the end of the day, you know, you can kind of remove them. You know, you can deal with them. You can't deal with the member berries, especially if they call Call Girl and Pope with it. Like, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, we're getting out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by to the stream. If you haven't already, please check out that link and follow me on all my social medias. I appreciate you watching me on YouTube as well. Make sure you drop a like on the video. That does you'd be surprised what just one like can do for getting it onto like people's recommended stuff. So I appreciate you guys, and don't forget, if you want to catch all of the games, we missed probably like 5 of them. I tried to watch all the good ones, but if you want to make sure you catch all the good ones and see all the different ones, watch the Team Wars video that will be up tonight. And then tomorrow, be on the lookout for this. If you didn't catch any of it, or if you want to go over the deck again or go through something, or just hear the shoutcast of the original games. A lot of people like the shoutcasting; it's a lot of fun. Then make sure you catch this tomorrow. I try to get it by noon, but catch this tomorrow and watch it all the way through because that hour of watch time is big for me. All right, we'll check over and raid somebody, but if you're on YouTube, peace out, everybody. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.